What's up, guys? This is Chris. This is Wheelhouse Trading, and welcome, or maybe welcome back to the Wheelhouse. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Do me a favor and do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the channel and select all so that you're notified on all updated content and new videos that come out, okay? And please like the video as well. If you're coming back, well, thank you. It's good to see you. What up? And like the video as well. So I kind of thought what I would do today is kind of just do a deep dive technical analysis on Ethereum, okay? I did something that I normally never do, but I think it's really good that I did it. I took everything off of my Ethereum chart that I had put on there for a long time. And it's kind of nice to see it without all that on there. So I wanted to have a fresh set of eyes and run a TA for everybody. Kind of give you some price predictions, where I think it's going, what could happen, and you know, just kind of look at some of the time frames and whatnot. So Ethereum, obviously it is in an uptrend, okay? It's above our 200. If you've been watching my videos, you know, the 200, it basically shows the direction of the trend. And if you're going bullish and you want something that you invest in to go up in price, then you want to make sure that whatever you're investing in is above this purple 200. And that it's showing the direction of the trend, which is up. So that is very good for Ethereum. It's actually gone up a lot. So the first thing I'll tell you right now, that this is a loose and wide structure. I see a lot of things in this chart right now, actually, now that I've cleaned it up. The structure is not good. It's obviously it's very choppy. It has a lot of indecision going on. Frequently, it's volatile. I mean, you guys know Ethereum. You already know what I'm telling you, but I'm just coming from a place as if I've never met Ethereum and I'm just looking at the chart. So I'm just gonna literally like dig into it with an open mind, if you will. Okay, even though I know a lot about Ethereum. So. So we're in an uptrend, okay? We have been for a long time, which is great. Now, the blue ribbons, you know, this was that waterfall sell-off. It got worse. There's a double bottom right there. This is a pivot turn. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at this real quick. So this is the top, the all-time high, and if it's a resistance and we're going up, we're going to make it blue. Okay, and if it is I tell you what, I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom, but we can go deep. We can go to crypto winter. We can go way down here if we need to. And we're going to make that one red. Okay, so if it's a support that we're breaking through, we'll make it red. Now, that is a channel. That is essentially, this is a big channel from here to here, and it's consolidating within it. Now, we know as Ethereum lovers that there's all kinds of ways to trade inside of this chop, and I've been saying, you know, usually you don't want to you want to buy in an uptrend or a downtrend. You don't want to buy in a sideways, because you can get whipsawed with the stops. But this is a big channel. Okay, we're talking about a channel from 1269 to an all-time high. So let's tighten it up. Let's tighten it up, and let's look at this one. This right here has acted 3 times as a support. So we know that is an area where Ethereum just really bounces from, okay? So our channel now is getting tighter, okay, our range. Now, I want to look at something here. What is going on here? Okay, so that was up higher. So this actually doesn't match up with any particular basis, does it? It does match up a little bit with a It actually does match up with a little previous high back here. That's interesting. Okay. All right. So the way that swing traders look at things is if it's making higher lows and higher highs, or lower highs and lower lows. Okay. And what you're looking for are bases. This is a base right here. Okay. This was a base. And we'll make that blue because we were going up at the time. Okay. So right there, it actually would just be kind of smaller. It's not the best base, but it's certainly not the worst. So if you were riding this up, you would see how it's coming up. It's coming up in the base. That's actually not like, as far as bases go, there's all kinds of bases, right? There's high bases, there's low bases, there's base on base, there's bases within base, there's triple ladder bases where they climb. This one's climbing, and it's a little bit choppy, so it's not the best base. And I'm going to explain that to you real quick. When you see a base like this that's choppy and it's heading up, the chances that it's going to go parabolic like this are a lot lower. Okay, they're a lot lower. What usually happens is when you get a base like this and you get a volume breakout, like you got there, you did get volume, everything crossed, you got volume, you broke the base, and you started to go up. But not long after, it failed. It broke down on you. That's what happens. That's the kind of thing you need to be looking for in technical analysis if you're going to be putting in a massive position size, or if you're just going to ride this little run and get out of the topping pattern and swing it. Okay, so that's kind of a little advanced lesson on bases actually. When it's choppy and it's heading up in the base, that is typically not a good structure that is going to last very long. Okay, let's go look at what else happens. So when I do technical analysis, for you guys who've been watching me, I like to read the story. The charts tell me the story. Okay, so they tell me everything that happens. I don't need media. I don't need other people to tell me. The charts will tell me everything that's going on. Okay, so you had a mini you had a very small swing low there. That's a stop point. So you went up, small breather, but with an extra day, and up, and then a fail. So these were tight structures. Count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 down. But if you notice, look at this. This section right here was doing what it should be doing. It went up, although it wicked down. Okay, so that's also a sketchy thing. So you got your high base going up with choppiness. That's -1, -2, but it is a base, so that kind of like washes that. And then you have the wick up, and then you have the momentum going smaller. So that one looks okay. That's a good structure. Comes down, wicks down, pushes down, pushes up. That's good. You come into this, and this, look how choppy this is, guys. It goes up, it's pushed down. Sellers immediately are all over the attack. It's in attack mode right now. Okay, it goes. It's larger. Okay, now you're getting tightness on the 5, and this thing just doesn't have a lot of money going into it. Is what's going on. It's not that people are dumping or people are selling right in this area. What's happening in my mind, and I'm pretty sure I'm right about this. I'm pretty good at this stuff. What's happening here is it's just people are putting money in and they're not selling hard, but it's not like people are going crazy. It's not like FOMO is going on. It's not like, not much is happening, basically, okay? And because this base and the probability of it being a parabolic liftoff from there, because of the way the structure was in it, this was bound to happen. There was actually a high probability that this was going to happen, okay? So this became our next swing high, okay? And it also, where does that go to? Right here. it also created a new base. Now let's go look at that. So in this base, we had down, we had a week up, like, I don't mean like week like time, I mean like week sauce, okay? Kind of came up. This is nice when it's real tight like that, real tight, that's squeeze patterns, that's a momentum getting ready to explode when you see these tiny ones day after day. And if you see them on the weekly like that, it's even more powerful on the weekly, okay? And then another drop in the basin and below all the EMAs, but that's probably to be normal that it goes for the EMAs, because look, the whole thing is moving sideways, and EMAs, they show the trend up or down, and if it's going sideways, well, the EMAs are gonna go sideways. So this is not looking like it's very fun up in here, okay? It's just not looking too fun to me. However, you got this doji right here. I don't know if you can see it. You got the doji. You started getting some buying. Your RSI started heading up. Your vortex started heading up. Your stochastic. So that was a pretty good indication that you could get in, and that was the price of 16.45. I remember that. That was closer to the beginning of this year, 2021. So that was, if I recall, in January it was like 1400. Yeah, so look, this is March. So yeah, duh, I forgot we have a date on here. So that makes sense. It was about that price. I remember what was going on. This was during the crash in the stock market stuff. This was about the price. I remember that. But this was bullish right here. You had that little candle, everything was crossing up, you started getting green, and you started to push. But again, it's sloppy. It's not being pushed up too hard, but it is going up gradually and steadily, and the retracements are small. And now we're getting some momentum. Now we're getting a little love here. Okay, our little doji. This is all normal. It's very normal for things to kind of do this, to kind of go up and come down. What you don't want is this, where it goes up, 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 down, up, 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 down, down, up, 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 down, way down. This is good. This is nice right here, okay? It's nice and clean and smooth. That's okay. That's this little strange right here. And then this is gorgeous, right? It just starts to take off. So I see a second base in here. I probably should just do a quick Ethereum video instead of taking you through the whole story here. This is okay. This is interesting right there, huh? They like pushed all the way up, and then it just got pushed right down. It's almost like, it just feels like a manipulation candle to me. Small, big wicks down. Look at, I don't know if you guys can see the wicks into that ribbon. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can take that ribbon off real quick for you. That's crazy. Look at those wicks just going deep in there and then pushing back up to make hammer candles. What a trip. What a trip. Yeah, so obviously, like, it just feels like a lot of manipulation going on right there to me. You gotta look out for that stuff, guys. That's crazy, those wick downs. Okay. This is good. We start crossing up, we're getting across here, and then boom, there's your blue candle, and you're just gonna ride it. You're gonna stay above your 9 the whole time. You're gonna move your stop all the time when it starts doing this. You're with crypto, okay, with stocks, and depending on the characteristic of the stock, you can move actually the ladder patterns, you know, you can crawl up. But with crypto, what I do is you got to be careful, because crypto can wick down really hard and stop you out. So, and that kind of sucks sometimes, especially if you get a great entry, which you should always be getting a great entry. But it just kind of sucks when it wicks down like that, like these wicks, right? You got people probably set their stop right here and then wick down and come right back up, wick down and come right back. It's liquidation. It's like manipulation. That's what I see. The chart is telling me that right there. This looks really good and clean. You're above your 5. That little green line down there, I don't know if you can see it right there. These guys are staying above that, so this was hella bullish right there. Yeah, and it hit the all-time high. That's fine. Okay. This is a distribution right here. This is really your top. That's your true top. Okay. Yeah. So a good trader would have been able to recognize this. Big wick up, momentum still, momentum and a push down, momentum and a push down, big try and a huge push down. This would have been, I would have already noticed it just with the wicks that we're starting to distribute. The bears are really coming in. They're really, really, really coming in right here. People are just either taking their profits or it's being manipulated by whales. And you can see that on these first three candles, which would have allowed you to know that this was coming, especially with this little hump right here. This little hump coming down. A lot of people stay in, they don't know. They get this, they get excited, they see this, it's unknown, and then it just waterfalls. I mean, look at this wick all the way down to 1729 from 4,400. I hope nobody got caught up in that mess. Me, I'm good. I can see these kind of things. I worst case scenario, this is where I'm getting out. And if you watch this channel, you know that I'm good like that. So I've been in Ethereum a long time, and I have a HODL portfolio with cheap coins and or less expensive ones, and those I don't even mess with. I don't believe it'll ever go down to those prices again, so I don't worry about that. But I trade everything on the top, and I did get out. I did get out before all this. Okay, and of course, like all other traders, we got into this. We're swing trading, and we're hitting it. So here's another level. That's another level right here, guys. Watch out for. That is 2,184.53, and I feel like that number, like I actually know that number from Ethereum. Okay. Yeah, that's another little area. Okay, so you swing it, comes down, swing it, and just falls apart. Notice how the structure, I'm going to keep talking about the structure until this clicks with everybody. See how it wicked up, it came down, there was a fight. That's okay. We got a momentum shift with volume. That's cool. But notice how the volume is coming down as the price pattern's going up. That is a telltale sign that this is about to happen. Okay, big volume, we got to repeat. Big volume, big wick up, big wick up, big wick down, indecision, candle, volume, and then the volume comes down as this goes up. You guys got to look out for stuff like this. You've got to start paying attention to choppy, loose bases where they're going and up. That's not good. You know that this is coming if you identify that. I'm not saying don't get in. I probably like traded this for sure, but I know to get out right here on this candle. I know to get out on that candle right there where it's a small candle and it starts to curve and everything starts coming down. I'm out. But you know, if you don't know that, hopefully that made sense and it helps you out. Okay guys, my computer crashed. Apparently I was talking to myself. I already drew some other lines. I actually got to the end of the charts, and by the time I got there, something unfolded and it was mind-blowing. It literally put my computer on the ground. My computer loves Ethereum, by the way. It knocked it out. I literally thought I was gonna have to call the paramedics for my computer. I now realize I have to be gentle with you because this price prediction is gonna blow your mind. So stay till the end. Let's pick it up where we left off. We had volume coming down against a price pattern going up. Not good, okay? Now this thing failed, okay? You're below your ribbons. You got red ribbons, so this is choppy, so it's not the best trade, but when you're really good, you'll trade this anyways, because like I said, you'll trade the chop. You know, I don't know if we talked about this, but when it wicked down here, it had some hope because it came all the way up to a whole new level, and it kind of had this W and it double bottomed, and then it broke down, and when it broke down deep, and it came all the way back down to here. So you had one touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and 4 touch. So I'm going to make that thicker because it's extremely strong, and I don't believe Ethereum's ever come down below there, and I'm not sure if it ever will again. But 4 touch is pretty strong. Made a massive W, a little base that's kind of weak sauce again, and then boom, it came down. Now this is the moneymaker. This is where I pushed the chips in and I went heavy, and I'm sure a lot of people went heavy right here. So volume came in, you had the wick up, the wick down, and you met in the middle, you crossed over, you crossed over, you crossed over all at the same time. For me, that's like a green light all the way to the beach, baby. Okay, you take the trade. I pushed in heavy because I knew that was the bottom. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, go. Everything lined up, and we go. We get the blue ribbons, the blue cheese on the ribeye because you're going up, and now you can afford it. You got your ribeyes, your fillets, you got your lobsters because you're going up and you're making money, right? Now you're above the 9. Okay, boom, 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 clean. You're above the 5 the whole way up. The momentum is crushing. It's crushing. Tiny little base, no big deal. It's crushing. This is when like FOMO just kind of kicks in and it starts rounding off. And I notice it starts rounding off. You get an indecision. One red candle amongst all these. Okay, so now I'm suspicious. Okay, which creates a new base. But the base is tight, which is good, but it's fairly choppy, but it's still not bad. Okay, I like that it's a low, tight. It's actually called a high base, but when I say low, I mean like it doesn't have a lot of room in the chop, which is kind of cool. Moving forward, we come to this area. We get the volume. We get the crosses. It's not perfect though. It's not perfect. It's kind of telling me it's not perfect. You go way up, and the bears push you down. I don't know why they want to hurt us, but the bulls got together that night and they were like, dude, we're coming from all sides and we're gonna attack these bears, and we're coming in hot, we're coming in heavy, and boom, that volume comes in, boom, and we just get the momentum. They try again, but no, we win. Go, 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 go. And look, topping pattern, curve, sharp curve, volume's coming down, RSI is dropping, this is dropping, this is dropping. You know to get out, well, at least I do, but hopefully you will soon if you don't. And then boom, you skip all this. You might try to trade this, but if you're not super good, you can get caught up in this whole thing. Now this is a base right here, another base. This is actually like one of those, this is like one of these. This is like one of these deals right here. Okay, this is like this one little important area, and it has to break out of this. Well, the volume does come in. You get the doji, the volume comes in, they try to fight us, and you actually creep above the 9. You creep above the 5. It's looking good, okay? You get a little, this looks like a bull flag to me. So this looks like an impulse. This looks like an impulse right here to me. So you're gonna have the length of this impulse, okay? So you got that, and you're moving in a really nice direction. Let's go see where this impulse takes us. So the impulse is a move basically from the breakout, because you close with a green body candle close above it, and you had the impulse here, and this is a bull flag. So usually this move will take you from the breakout spot up, which takes you to, and this is not the main target, this is just like a short term, like coming soon to a theater near you type target. Okay, I don't have any price action, so I guess I have to go the old school way and just go across the whole deal. That's fine. Let's make that gold though, because it's like kind of tight. Okay, let's just make that yellow for now. All right, so you're coming up, you got an impulse, you got a bull flag, you got a green body candle close right there with volume. Don't worry about this volume because the day just started a few hours back, 3-4 hours ago. So this thing is already on the rush, man. It's actually wicked over already once. So this thing's about to pop. This thing is about to pop right now. Oh, it's already up like $150 since my computer crashed. Okay, it's already happening. It's already happening right now. God, I got to get this video out. This is about to get sick for you guys. Okay, this thing is heading up in a pretty steep direction. Let me take a peek at something real quick. Let's get sick with it real quick here. Okay, now right here, when it fell off, it looks to me like it created a shoulder, a head, and a little shoulder, which is an inverse head and shoulders pattern, which is bullish, right? And you can tell because you already broke here, you broke there, and look, we're coming up as we speak. We're coming up, and we're definitely going to hit this. We're going to hit this right here, this 39.81. We're going to have a little resistance, but then we're coming into this. We're coming into this new zone. We're gonna break through all this because we're following this up, okay? And by the time we get to November 5th, we should be at 44.80. November 5th, we're at 44.80, okay? But that's not it. That is not it. We are going further. Holy moly, I'm getting excited. Let me just look at this real quick, make sure I'm not missing anything for you guys. Okay. Everything's bullish. We're crossing over. This is the beginning, too. This is just the beginning of this run. Yeah, because once we get to this line, which is where the shoulder started, then the head, the impulse, the bull flag, the breakout, the double breakout, and then back to the beginning of the inverse head and shoulders. So we're definitely going to come up to this 39.64.81. Like, no question. That is happening, okay? That is happening. That could happen tonight. By the time I wake up, we could be past that, okay? We're going to creep up here until we get to, it was like, what, November 4th, November 5th? Now, let's just take this thing off real quick because I want to show you something else. And I want to show you how I landed at this price prediction. And I will probably be the first person to put this specific price prediction out. I hope I'm right. I'm pretty sure I'm right. I follow my technicals. I do trade within like a penny, sometimes a fraction of a penny. I'm really good at that kind of stuff. But I wanted to show you something. Okay, let me show you something. Check this out, guys. Check this out. This is serious right here. Okay, you see this purple box right here? And you see this purple box right here? Now look at this. You came up. Right there, you came up. Over here, you came up. Then you came down. Then you came down. Then you came up. Then you came up. Then you came down through a consolidation down. There's your consolidation down. Then right before it started, you started going up, which you're doing now. And then in the red, you went up, 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 base, breakout, consolidation, base. So this whole thing is going to go up, just like I predicted with the measured move off the inverse head and shoulders and the diagonal fib, the wedge fib. Okay, now check this out. So you're going up all the way through this time, and then you go parabolic. You go parabolic into the next ones. So this thing, I already did the math for you. Okay, so you started at, let's do it again. So you go, it went from $1,611 to 58 cents. Okay, and it went all the way to an all-time high of 43 minus 43.99.36. That is $2,787.78. 2,787.78. Okay, now you get to add that to your current price of $38.21 plus 3,821.87. That's your price prediction, guys. $6,609.65. You heard it here first. Wheelhouse Trading. Ethereum is going to $6,609.65. It's gonna happen. Get ready. Get in. Who loves you, baby? Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We're about to print some money, stack some chips, and get paid.